good chunk.
Yeah.
This inside bend is really paying off.
Yes,
Nice.
dude. And look at this.
Yeah, look at this one. That inside bend is really paying off. That should be good.
This was just sitting, and I saw this thing right here, and I was like, that looks like gold. Get off the bedrock.
Wow, that's quite nice. Let's change the angle. That's really good gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 or 12.
They're chunky.
Kind of like your girlfriend.
I don't mind as long as she's got a pretty face.
Well, we've reached Jordan's Gully, and I just wanted to show you this. Look at that mining activity. Clearly, I would say that the Chinese were here. They are known to have stacked the rocks real neat.
I've only done a little bit of testing on this far side, but I don't think I've really hit bedrock or clay layer or any type of hard surface to catch the gold yet.
So that's really good because, you know, he's been finding really nice chunky gold, and he found that nugget, and he hasn't even gotten down to bedrock yet.
Well, I have in the actually where I got the nugget, I wasn't on bedrock.
Yeah.
But I have gotten on bedrock on some of these spots, and the gold is pretty chunky when you get down there.
So that's really nice because most of the areas around we're only finding gold in the first like 2 to 3 inches, which tells you that it's flood gold and that the old timers probably dug down to bedrock and cleaned it really good. So this is kind of a rarity, and with some of the sidewalls that we're seeing, I'll show you in a little while, we're pretty sure that this is virgin ground. When I dig, I'm all about being organized. It kind of drives Jordan crazy, but I got to have everything in a certain place. I like all the shovels lined up, and it's really to each their own, but to me it's practical. If you organize your stuff, it's easy access. You're not wasting time digging through a bag to try to find a crevice tool or something. You also, it's less likely you're going to lose something. You're less likely to bury all these tools versus one. You may have a preference of just getting going, or maybe it's laying it out, or maybe I wonder if some of you might have like a whole organizational system that you card out. But I started digging this thinking, you know, it's going to be amazing. I had pan after pan out of this zone right in here that I had nothing but black sand, and I could have swore, you know, you look at that gravel, thought it was going to be amazing, but it wasn't. Again, there's a nice gravel layer here. You can see some of the gravels in there, I think. It got darker, redder. I thought, man, it's going to be amazing. It was nothing. So then I thought, okay, I just need to go over there where he recommended. So I moved down to this spot that Jordan had recommended. He had just done a pan before he left. He actually pulled his back. He's going to a chiropractor, and he's going to come back. So, you know, that's a true prospector for you. A nice flake in here. So I'm actually digging all the way down to bedrock, and we've got some nice, I don't know if you can see it, but some pretty good crevices in here, craggy bedrock. So maybe we'll get a couple pieces in here. I just started panning it, and I saw a couple flashes. I finally hit some gold, and I wanted to wait and let you see the actual reveal. First thing I saw was, you know, big ironstone rocks, lots of little black ironstone rocks. So I was thinking, okay, this might get, you know, this one might be a lot better. It's getting some shade here. There we go. Wow, that's even nicer than I thought it was. Look at the size of that piece. Hot diggity, it's better than I even thought. Look at that. That's fantastic. These these stones are so heavy they won't even wash down. I gotta take a picture of that and show it to Jordan, who's at the chiropractor right now. He's gonna hate me. Want to show you this state sale find. Man, you can get such great prospecting tools from like Home Depot, garage sales, Goodwill. Keen Engineering has something like this, and they have a fancy name for it, like Fancy Fingers or something. But I mean, this thing cost me $1 at the garage sale or estate sale. It's like I was having trouble trying to get all this, the gravels over with my various tools, but man, this is working phenomenal. Oops, I pulled down a bunch of gravel, but look, it makes quick work. It's kind of digging into those channels. Who else thinks of their hand as a front loader? Okay, this is pan number 2 from that spot, and it's a lot more material from on the bedrock, but like not necessarily in the cracks. Wow, just a big piece of lead and a couple tiny little pieces. So I think maybe that pan was mostly overburden. Okay, now I'm going to just dig this dirt right here that came out of this crevice, a little bit from there, and I might pull out a little bit more from the crevice, but I want to see if there's any gold on the bedrock itself, or is this just flood gold? Are we only finding it in the top 2 to 3 inches? In this case, it's pretty shallow. Maybe it's only 1 inch. Or is this a really old deposit no one has worked and it's all the way down to bedrock? That'd be nice. It's always amazing how deep a crevice goes. This is just, it just keeps going further and further, and I'm noticing that if I go this way, it's right up against the wall, but if I go in here on an angle, I'm pulling clay with gravel. Clay by itself obviously would not be good, but clay with gravel, very nice, very sticky. Always the case with bedrock here in Northern California. It's either phenomenal or there's nothing there at all. Let's see. Okay, here's the big reveal. I gotta be honest and say I'm not feeling good about it. It's just, maybe it's that bedrock has failed us so often. There's some gold. There's a piece right there. So that's a good start. For the amount of effort, I'm hoping there's more. Oh man. That was too much effort. I mean, that took a long time for that one piece. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the top, not the top layer, but there's a layer of gravel that's kind of orangish versus this darker looking stuff. So we'll try that. I also want to poke around and dig into these sidewalls and see if there's any gold in there, because essentially when you're digging in a creek, when it's the actual creek bed, you can't really figure what you'd get yardage wise because you're high grading. That's where all the gold is coming off the sides of the hills and consolidating in there. So, but if you can find, a certain amount of colors in the side, in these hills, if there's gold all in these hills, well, you got yourself a true gold mine. And then you can figure what you've got yardage, and you can break that out and figure out, maybe hire Andy Thrax to come out here and dig all this. So we'll see. I don't know. Found a random sunflower. That's pretty cool. Found a sweet looking spot. Got a really sharp inside bend here, and then a chunk of bedrock and some it looks like it could be some good traps. The main flow is going out that way, but I figure, you're gonna have a low pressure zone right here. It could drop in. Just gonna take maybe a hand's worth there. Huh? Looks like Jordan struck it rich. Wow, that's quite nice. That's really good gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 or 12.
They're chunky.
Kind of like your girlfriend.
I don't mind as long as she's got a pretty face. Because I went deeper to the bank, and it just started to look really good.
What did you just find?
This was just sitting, like I saw this thing right here, and I was like, that looks like gold. And I picked it off the bedrock, cleaned it off.
Wow, that's a nice piece. That's really, really thick.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you're seeing visible gold,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's a real good indicator that there might be a very nice deposit here. Well done, Jordan.
That's awesome.
That should be good.
Yes.
Lovely little spot there. Lovely vacation spot for gold. You're out, stay in your own space, man.
What?
This is my gold area.
I didn't take your stuff.
Mom! Jordan's trying to take my gold.
He's lying.
Me a good one. Check that out.
Oh.
That's a nice little piece there.
Oh, that's chunky.
Can you put your finger next to it?
Chunky. Dude, that's chunks.
Yeah, that's good pieces. So that was like down to the bedrock, but not quite cleaning off the bedrock. So now I'm going to clean off the bedrock and see if there's any gold on that there.
See, now you're excited.
Yep, that's all it took.
That's all, I'm glad.
Five.
Like, Jay's not really into this right now.
I drove 7 hours to get here to do this. And I mean, I was just about ready to call it quits. So a little gold always helps.
What's that?
That looks like it might be a chunk.
Yeah.
This inside bend is really paying off.
Yes,
nice.
Dude. And look at the specie.
Oh yeah, that is.
This is actually, I started digging deeper into the bank.
Oh, okay.
Like on bedrock.
I'm a little close, but.
Wow. Mutual panning experience of the day.
What's that?
The best mutual panning experience of the day.
Yeah, look at this one.
That is huge.
Well, thanks for watching our video. Unfortunately, I don't have a pile of shiny to show you because I forgot to get that shot. But I do have some magical slow motion here for you to enjoy and a beautiful sunset. If you stay tuned, well, if you tune in later, I'll be releasing a part 2 of, this was a 2-day event. I think it was on my birthday, and it was a wonderful birthday to enjoy getting to dig for gold and get California sunshine. We now live in Portland, Vancouver area. It rains every day. And my wife also, well, my wife and Jordan surprised me with a birthday pizza cake. So that was fun. Anyways, see you next time. Oh, and there's some more super cool slow motion. This is actually at a completely different place. Southern Oregon. Didn't find any gold, but I'm going to be editing a video or editing what I took. It was the best video I've probably shot, but unfortunately it's pretty much the worst gold take that I have ever had because I found no gold.